Hello YouTube, this is Charlie426 and today we have the review of the Master Grade GP01 FB. Now GP01 FB means, I believe this was mentioned in the anime or maybe in the wiki. It's basically Gundam Powered Up Unit 1. And FB stands for full Burnern or full burn. Basically the GP01 FB is the upgraded version of the, of course, GP01. The GP01 was mostly meant for ground use or Earth use, or mainly. The FB is basically the GP01 upgraded for flight and space use. Now, before I actually get into the review, now this is a very old Master Grade, so it requires a lot of coloring, and there are some stuff I need to talk about. Well, of course, there's a lot of stuff that this requires to color, and a lot of panel lining, and I'm one of those people who don't color or do much panel lining. I just build them for fun unless it's a really special kit. Now the reason I bought this a long time ago, and the reason also I'm making a review of it now, because I was kind of afraid, because this is one of those kits or mobile suits that uses a core fighter as a base. Now what's a core fighter? A core fighter is basically like a small jet plane, and what it does is basically serving the main core unit of the, or main base as the mobile suit's body. So basically inside here is a small plane folded up. I'm going to show you at the end of the video, but I always have problems with core fighters as well, not only with cockpit. Okay, so I guess that's that. I guess we should now get onto the review. Now, what you get from the kit is basically some extra stuff. Now, of course, you get the GP01 FB, and you get two beam sabers. As you can see, the handles are on the back. You get two effects, another darkish pink color. I already cut off one just to show you guys. You get a shield, like the Gundam Mark II's. It's basically foldable like this, and you can make it longer like that. You also get a beam saber. That clear piece you see, that's supposed to be colored. Besides those, what you get is one interesting part is you get an extra V fin. But as you can see, if you look at the V fin on the one that's already being used, there's a red piece over there. This one, so that's basically two pieces. One red piece and a V-shaped white piece. This one, on the other hand, is just one solid piece and all white. So I don't know. So you gotta color this one. Well, also you get are some extra hands. The ones I'm currently using are the standard one thumb, a trigger finger, and three fingers connected together. Also you get is two open style hands like these, and two fists, just normal fist. Okay, we got that out of the way. And let's see, another things you get is for the core fighter, you get some landing gear, which I'm not going to show because they're not really useful or kind of annoying to put in and put out. Well, also you get, as you can see in the anime, these yellow vents open to reveal boosters or additional thrusters. So you get those additional thrusters. I'm just going to show you that they give you options for this, but I'm not going to attach them, and they give you the open ones as well. Which also makes me want to say that this is one of those kits that requires a 2.0 because it's just too old, and there's some stuff that I wish there were like some upgrades as well. Okay, so that's basically what you get from the kit. Now let's see. Personally, even though you don't, let's say if you're a person who doesn't do much dry transfers, I suggest you at least do two. One of them being on the 01 on the shoulder, and the RX-78 GP01 dry transfer as well. So let's get started. Now, first of all, the head, you have no problem with articulation. It will go up and down, left and right, no problem. There's a clear piece on the head. Now, I believe that's supposed to be green, but yeah, it comes in clear. And there's a small additional antenna. So at this point, I'm kind of getting confused where the V-fins are actually supposed to be like transmitter or transcommunication antennas, but seeing this one having additional I'm getting confused, but anyway, that is a very, very frail antenna, so be careful when you're building or moving the head. As you can see on the shoulders, you get 2 additional more cameras, clear pieces as usual. And another interesting gimmick on the shoulder, actually I'll show on this one. As you can see, one of the main features of the Gundam or GP01 FB's feature is its speed, and it was famous for being able to spin 360 in the air. I guess that was a big deal back then. Now you can open the shoulder and you will reveal some sort of switch mechanism. All you need to do is push it out and you can see additional small thrusters will come out. Very nice detail. Okay, there we go. Now another thing that kind of bugs me is that the shoulders could be a bit wobbly, because it's well, of course most master grades do like connect shoulders separately, but this one even feels more wobblier than any other kit I ever had. So yeah, let's see. Let's start with the backpack as well. Now the backpack, you can see there's these gigantic thrusters. These small thrusters will move. These big ones will also move as well. So you can position them any way you want. Also, as I mentioned at the beginning of the video, this requires a lot of coloring or painting. These need to be colored black and red, I believe. So yeah, one thing to notice. The arm articulations, if those big gigantic boosters aren't in the way, you can bend about 90 degrees and I guess you can spin it, but yeah, if you can pass that, it will be able to go 360 as well and reach the beam saber as well. Also, the beam sabers are on like a swivel thing, so they will move a lot. Articulations on the hip, because of this being a core fighter based mobile suits, they don't really have much movement on the hips. So maybe I could be wrong because I don't really observe them very well, but yeah, that's it. The cockpit, if you open the cockpit, yeah, I'm not gonna even try that. It will reveal another glass piece. Basically, that is the head of the core fighter. The leg articulation, I believe they're pretty standard. By the way, this kid has a humongous feet. Now, the Hyakushiki 2.0 had a length of 5 centimeters on the feet. This one, on the other hand, I believe is 8 centimeters. That is a very, very long feet. So in video you might not notice, but if you get this kit and you see the feet, you're gonna be like, wow, those are long feet. The way how this is built, you build a standard Gundam feet and then you attach another big gigantic piece on it. So the GP01 FB being upgraded, meaning like they attached more stuff onto the kit as well. So if you've seen the GP01 normal, you might see a lot of similarities on the design. Okay, now for the legs. For front skirt, you open it. I believe that it's kind of stiff on the legs, which is pretty good. Now because of that gigantic knee, this is all you will get. Not exactly 90, but maybe 80. Folding, I guess we'll call that 90 degrees. So yeah. Also, I believe they give you a sticker for the line on the knee, but I believe I messed up and didn't do it as well. The grips of the hands are pretty strong, but not as good enough because remember, this is before 2.0, so they don't have any pegs on the hand. So for the beam rifle, no holes, no pegs at all. So even though you can technically make a hold the beam rifle, but it will be wobbly like that. It will be wobbly. And this is one of those beam rifles that has to go under the armpit. Also, there's another removable clip. It kind of looks similar to the Gundam Gundam Mark 2's ammo clips. So yeah. Now onto the shield. I think I'll put this here for now. The shield. A very nice detailed shield. Kind of one of my preferable shield designs. That's why I also like the Gundam Mark 2 shields, because it's foldable. On the other side, there's additional 2 more ammo clips. There's a handle for this. Now some people say the hands are pretty strong to hold this. Mine is not. Maybe it's because it's just old. I bought this a long time ago as well. But I think it's been like 4 to 5 years, I think, ever since I bought this. So the hands are kind of got weak, so this is not able to hold. there's a peg here, and that means there's another small hole on the arm. Meaning you can technically peg it in. Problem is, at first it had no problem, now it's getting weak. You can see it's barely holding in, now it's gonna fall eventually. So yeah, every kid after a few years will, you know, get weak, get loose, whatever. So okay, now we've done all the basics. Now for the most frustrating part, personally for me. Okay, seriously, I'd rather be transforming the Zeta Gundam. That's just my personal preference. Now what you do is you lift up the cockpit. Well, technically the entire section of the cockpit. And what you do is you have to lift the entire body up. Let's just hope I don't mess up. Now basically you're just trying to separate the body and not exactly the legs, but the upper body and the part. Okay, I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. I got this working. Now what you do is you open a bit, and once you get this part off, this is what will remain on the body. Yeah. And the upper body, you just, for this one you need to like pull it like this and it will separate. So you leave this part somewhere, let's say safe, and this is what the left remains of the core fighter is. Now what you do is basically you spread out, and then let's see, now it's been a while, there we go. It's pretty straightforward if you actually see it. Now all you need to do is flip those down, and I believe these will work like weapons for the core fighter. And there we go, you have the core fighter. I believe this should be the fastest core fighter considering the amount of boosters or thrusters it has. So yeah, this is a core fighter. Now this is not the usual typical core fighter. The more typical design of a core fighter is more on the ARC-78. Yeah, basically the first Gundam's core fighter. So yeah, this is the core fighter. This one is not that difficult to build, but there is another one that's really difficult to build, which is the usual core fighters. Yeah, as I said, they give you landing gear for the core fighter as well, but they're not that easy to manage. So yeah, so this was the review of the Master Grade GP01 FB. This is a pretty old kit, and I personally think this requires a 2.0. I'm not sure when we will be getting that, but I hope Bandai, you know, decides to make one. So yeah, so I wouldn't really much recommend this for beginners because it requires a lot of panel lining and coloring. So yeah, if you're a fan of the Gundam Stardust Memories, you can get. There's no problem. There's nothing stopping you from getting this as well. So yeah, this was a review of the Master Grade GP01 FB. Thank you for watching my videos. I have more reviews to make and more Gunpla to buy. So if you found this video informative or helpful or enjoyable, please like my videos and also subscribe to my channel. So thank you for watching my videos, and see you guys next time.